Which of these men do Israelis want as their prime minister? For all the myriad parties and themes to have loomed over this campaign, the real fight remains Benjamin Netanyahu versus Benny Gantz.
Israel has never had a better friend than you.
For Israel's prime minister, the strategy has been clear: portray himself as the only politician capable of playing in the big league, keeping Israel safe, and scoring wins such as last week's US endorsement of Israeli sovereignty over the occupied Golan Heights. Like his friend in the White House, he's gone on the attack against the media and the legal establishment, whose investigation into lavish gifts and alleged media manipulation he calls a witch hunt. Nonetheless, in the middle of the campaign, his Attorney General decided enough real witches were found to recommend indictment for bribery, fraud and breach of trust, which Netanyahu denies.
It remained an issue for a few days on the agenda, and then the agenda went on, the news agenda went on elsewhere. Netanyahu was very adept at moving the news agenda and inventing ideas or using events that happened to change the public discourse.
He switched the focus to the mobile phone of his opponent, Benny Gantz, after a report it had been hacked by Iran, insinuating it might contain incriminating personal information.
And you know me, and not only from my cell phone.
In recent days, the attacks have switched to Gantz's mental stability and stamina, to go with the mantra that the man Netanyahu made army chief in 2011 is weak and of the left. In response, Gantz is focusing on new corruption allegations and what he calls Netanyahu's weakness over Gaza. Nonetheless, one former senior Israeli negotiator sees Gantz taking a different approach on the Palestinian issue.
He doesn't want to continue to rule another people, and this is, in Israel, one of the most important litmus tests between the liberals and the conservatives.
Gantz's Blue and White Party is a last-minute creation with two other former army chiefs and Netanyahu's former finance minister at its helm. It's an unashamedly pragmatic project to get Netanyahu out of office. But winning the election in itself isn't enough. It then becomes about putting together a governing coalition of parties represented in the Israeli parliament, the Knesset. And even if his Likud party comes second at the polls, that is where Benjamin Netanyahu has a distinct advantage. But there have also been persistent leaks, not totally refuted, that Gantz could, under certain conditions, agree to serve with Netanyahu in a unity government. That would be the biggest twist yet in this bitter election season. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, West Jerusalem.